I guess I'm live. Might as well do some tweets. When I put something up. There. There's a dumbass title for you. Just stare at that for a bit while I do some Twitter management. What am I doing? Live now. Live now. Here on Twitter. And the other usual places below. All right. YouTube. Saw a tweet from Urka in the Facebook Discord. Mildly funny. YouTube. Where's the link to the live? I really just need to plug out on some title cards. Some proper title cards. My avatar in them so that you know it's me. That, or I need to actually put the effort into making, simple screenshots of myself over an overlay. And Twitch. Blah. Stream 1800 to 20 CS time. Approximate start times. No guarantee I actually start on time. That's not how long they last. Got somebody like that tweet. This is only hands ho. No. Whatever. Ben Cohen, considering the political slant of, even they say it here, corporate political activism. The name goes with it. They're crashing Senate Health, Education, Labor, Pensions Committee to talk about Israel-Palestine. When it comes to the Israel-Palestine issue, I don't really consider Robert F. Kennedy, current Health and Human Service Director, have a strong position on. Go to Grok for a second. During the 2024 campaign, what remarks, if any, did RFK Jr. make regarding the Hamas/Palestine conflict? Is it Stearns 24? All right, let's see if I can. Let's run this all through and I'll copy a link. Yeah, it's coming across as mildly pro-Israel. That's about it. About it. Come on, finish it up. Finish loading, god damn you. Copy link. Let's see if this will if there we go. During his 2024 presidential campaign, Robert Kennedy made similar remarks regarding the Israel-Hamas-Palestine conflict, consistently expressing strong support for Israel and criticizing Hamas. Below is a summary of his key statements. Below is you. In March 24, Reuters interview, Kennedy offered staunch support for Israel. So that was in March. So the whole thing's kicked off in October of 2023. So this is still into the conflict, and only now are people starting to get getting proper criticism of what Israel is doing. Most people are coming around to using the term genocide. I'm not gonna take a stance on that. I will just offer my 2 cents here that unless you got the gas chambers or you got the mass graves, people aren't gonna it's not gonna have the same. They're not going to treat it as genocide as much as other stuff in the past. You need the mass amount of bodies, of dead bodies in graves or otherwise, or the gas chambers in order for people to think it's to think that it's actually a genocide. In all honesty, we've been doing all this whole thing about the Uyghur genocide in China. It's weak sauce because there aren't mass dead bodies. You could say they're genocide in their culture, trying to destroy their way of life and force assimilate them into a different way of life. It's not the same thing as mass killing people. He questioned the need for a 6-week ceasefire backed by President Biden, saying, "I don't even know what that means right now. I know that previous ceasefires were used by Hamas to rearm and launch further attack." He suggests that the U.S. president should engage leaders from Russia, Turkey, and Egypt to dismantle Hamas. Okay. I swear that's a little bit more constructed, somewhat along the ideas of what I'd have to do to resolve the conflict. But Kennedy argued that Israel's military response was restrained compared to what other nations might do. No, any other nation would go and level Gaza with aerial bombardment. I would say that's effectively what Israel has been doing, but Israel, as a moral nation, built Iron Dome to protect itself instead. Yeah, no, they built Iron Dome and are bombing the crap out of Gaza. He claimed Hamas left Israel no choice after October 7th attack, which killed... there were choices of how they did this, and they've chosen the far more brutal options going forward. In May 2024, appearance on Russell Brand's podcast, Kennedy claimed, "I don't think Israel's intention is genocide. I don't believe there's any evidence of genocide. The IDF has protected civilians better than any army in history." Many would beg to differ, myself included. He describes Israel's war in Gaza as a moral war. Constant moralizing. I hate it. It's so annoying. Criticism of Hamas and Palestinians. On December 23, exchange the crystal ball. Kennedy accounts for the state. The Palestinian people are arguably the most pampered people in international aid organizations. To a certain extent, but how effective it is a whole other question. Prompting backlash for its divisive tone, he held Hamas responsible for Gaza's destruction, citing their rejection on a 2-state solution and attacks on Israel. Hamas is not going to accept them I guess I'll give my 2 cents of how this would be constructive. I haven't said this on a previous stream before. In January 2024 post, over a year ago, Kennedy endorsed an article by Palestinian activist Bassem Ed asserting that eliminating Hamas was a priority for achieving peace. Palestinian rights and a 2-state solution. So I guess he's on board with the 2-state solution and he sees Hamas as the biggest impediment to it. Okay. November 2023, speaking to young voters, Kennedy called it absurd and for a twist to label Israel as an apartheid state, arguing that Israel is the only nation in the region with an official religion and has in the region without an official religion, and has done more to protect human life than expected. He expressed compassion for Gaza's suffering, but maintained that Israel's actions were justified. Condemnation of Hamas and U.S. aid. He criticized pro-Palestinian narratives, particularly on college campuses, of a tsunami of misinformation and Harvard students. Okay, contrast with other candidates and campaign dynamics. Kennedy's running mate, Nicole Shannon, publicly disagreed with his stance, expressing concern over Gaza's devastation, suggesting Israel should show more restraint, highlighting a divide within his campaign. His pro-Israel stance was noted as a potential barrier to appealing to progressive young voters, who largely supported a ceasefire, limiting his traction and left despite his anti-corporate messaging. Okay, so he does come across as particularly pro-Israel thing. So I guess upon review, Mr. Ben Cohen, not that far out, not hitting the wrong target here, although maybe at this Senate hearing is not the thing to be focused on. Total 7 people, including Cohen, were arrested. Some of them, though not Cohen, were all charged with assault on a police officer with resisting arrest. Per an email Capitol Police statement, Cohen was charged with crowding, obstructing, and incommoding. Never heard of that word. It was improve, tagline, summarize, explain. The heck? Oh, Braves AI. It seems like the excerpt is the Latin word incommoding. However, I could not find information about the word incommoding being a valid Latin term. It's possible that it's misspelling or made-up word. You could provide more. What? Are you kidding me? You can't just give me a base definition? Okay, this Leo AI sucks. Just define it. Since incommoding is not a valid word, I cannot find it. Wow. All right. All right, that's it. I'm going to end this. We're going to look up what the term incommoding means. Incommode. Something troublesome or inconvenient. To subject to inconvenience or trouble, disturb or molest. Wow. Okay, you couldn't take a noun and turn it into a verb. Really? That's it? All right, that's it. That's it. That's all I need for the evening, news-wise. End this. But yeah, close all tabs. Ah. Let's just get into GreedFall. Hold on. Let's see if the controller will come alive this time. Oh, it looks alive. All right. Hopefully that plays all the way fucking through. So, GreedFall. Again, I think the difficulty is a little bit too. I should probably also. See here on Twitch. I don't think I have to change anything since I went from one thing to the next. GreedFall, action RPG, story-driven games, fantasy RPG, open world games, open world RPG. All right, good enough. Nope, not Scald. GreedFall. One viewer, that's me. I'm the only one playing this game on Twitch. Man, just looking at my bio, it's got like, I got a no space between a comma and something else. Here, hold up. Now, where's my see, sign out. Just checking everything looks good over on YouTube. Oh, open up the game. Oh god, it's still stuck on this. I might need to fix this somehow. I still have like an aborted Star Wars Battlefront 2 stream that I need to get rid of. Damn. How do I like get rid of this stream? What is this? Oh, damn. What do I gotta do? Alright. Enough of this. Oh well. I have the right game. Okay, public. Alright, yeah. I think it's gonna get. Let's get into the game. Nope. Controller turned off. Oh, turn on. Why is it when the game's running, my controller has trouble turning on? What the fuck? Alright, hold up. I gotta like, for some reason, when the controller... Okay, controller's connected, reopen the game. It's so weird. No, it turned off, fuck. This is so strange. Man, what the hell? Alright. Let's try this again. I have to connect my controller. Alright. Live. Now, hold on. First text my controller. Oh, yeah, I can read it. All right, don't turn off. What? It's as the game turns on, it turns off my controller somehow. What is this glitch? This is so weird. This is so strange. Why is the game kicking my controller off of its connection? How is a game able to override my controller? This is so weird. All right. Try this one more time. All right, now I'm having trouble connecting all together. That's great. What is... Man, I might just have to... I think there's something broken with my controller. God, this is so weird. Oh yeah, my model fucks up. Well, I guess I just need to figure out how to get a hardline connection now. The connector and the controller are right next to each other, signaling to each other, and they don't recognize each other. Lights up, they blink, they activate, they connect, and then they die. Is it the batteries? Alright, now it's not even doing while the game's not even playing. What is this? Do I have to reset my whole computer again? What is this? Alright, I'm gonna try resetting my computer one last time. So I'll just call it quits and then come in again.